everyone, welcome to our English podcast. The name of our English podcast is Let's Talk About It. This is our very simple podcast and this is the first of our podcast and we concern much on many current issues happening around us. I'm Luco as the first host.
Hello, I'm Real.
And I'm Stephen.
Many people graduated and studied in Seminari Pius 12 Kisol, but there are still many of them didn't know the history about it. Anybody knows?
Let's talk about it.
Okay, guys, we are here with Father Ferry, the president of Seminari Pius 12. Good afternoon, Father.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I am very good. And how about you guys?
We are really good, Father.
Okay. Thank you. It is a great moment for us. And from here, from this podcast, we can learn many things. We can give information to others, we can incite others, and we can inspire others.
Wow, thank you for coming to our simple podcast, Father. And we are really pleased and happy for that. Here we are going to talk anything about our community, Seminari Pius Kisol. And as what Brother Luco said before, there are many people haven't known about history of Seminari Kisol. So here, can you tell about history of Seminari Kisol, Father?
Okay, we start from the name of this seminary.
Yes. Yeah.
Certainly you know about this. The full name of this seminary is Seminari Pius 12 Kisol. And in English, we can say the minor seminary of Pius the 12th Kisol. Why we mentioned the name of Pope Pius the 12th? Because this seminary was built in pontifical era of Pius the 12th as our Pope in 1955. And further, you know that the great figures who play important role for this are the missionaries from Societas Verbi Divini, Divine Word Missionaries, and they were staying here at the time. They are Father Leoperic, SVD,
Yes.
Father Foyensiak, SVD, and Monsignor Wilhelmus van Beckum, SVD. They are great person behind the great name of this seminary. So we are grateful thanks to God because He sent them to our region here.
So, Father, the founding father of this seminary is not local priest, but they are missionaries that from Netherlands.
Yeah. Father Leoperic is from Holland. Monsignor Wilhelmus van Beckum is from Holland too. And Father Poyensiak is from Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia.
So they are from a different country and B1 from XII.
Okay, and you know, they have different roles in building this seminary. The first, as you know, Father Leoperic is an educator. He focused on the formation process in this seminary. Before living here as priest and as formator, he worked in minor seminary, Johannes Bergmans Mataloko. He stayed there for 10 years. So I think he prepared himself to be formators by staying in Mataloko Seminary.
Where's Mataloko, Father?
Mataloko is in Ngada Regency. And you know, it is the first seminary in Flores, Mataloko Seminary. And further, you know, Father Foyen Siak is a negotiator. He negotiates with local people here to get the large land for this seminary.
Oh, especially Mangkoja, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes, Mangkoja.
okay. Because you know that Makoja was a very rich man at the time
Yes.
here. Okay.
And Father, is there any reason for choosing Kisol just because it has a large and big land, or is there any specific reasons for choosing Kisol as a land for building this seminary?
As I know from the people, especially the old men, the old priests who ran their ministry here in Ruteng Diocese, that this land is specific for many aspects. The first, at the time, malaria was the endemic for local people here. And Kisol is free from malaria at the time. Okay. And it is easy for local people here to find the water. It is also the reason why the missionaries chose Kisol to be the place for this seminary.
Father, I'm interested when you say that the full name of our seminary is Seminari Pius Kisol. But today, as we know, the specific location is not in Kisol, but the seminary is in Kambi. But why we still call it Seminari Pius Kisol? Why not Seminari Pius Kambi?
Okay, that's an interesting question. Okay. You know, Father Foyen Siak started his negotiation for with the local people here in Tanarata in 1951. And he met the local people, especially the rich men, as you mentioned, Makoja, in Kampung Kisol. And the first negotiation is Makoja gave the large land to Father Foyen Siak in Kisol. And since that time, the building of this seminary started to be built in Kampung Kisol. So the name is Kisol. And then we start the process of learning in 1955. But the early process of learning and education in this seminary is in the building that was built in Kampung Kisol. 300 meters from here, okay?
So we still call it Seminari Kisol to mark as the first identity of this seminary.
Okay.
I think it is because Seminari Kisol is in Kisol Parish.
Oh no, Kisol Paris
It's not reason.
No, not recent. And other background of this, because the name of Kisol is sound European words like Kisol. Do you know Kisol? Kisol is a German word. It means in bahasa Indonesia kerikil, gravel. So the sounds of Kisol at the time was very familiar with the sounds of European words. Kisol. Okay.
Yes, one more, Father. We know this seminary also had so much rules, and one of them, students who want to continue studying in senior high school must graduate, study in junior high school of San Pio. But back then, people could join Seminari Kisol senior high school without graduate junior high school of San Pio. It's called kelas gabungan. So here, can you tell and explain what's the kind and weakness of the system and why this program is not exist till today?
Okay, for a long time we run kelas gabungan here. It accommodates the students, especially the senior high school students who wanted to become seminarians. Because you know that the most of students who can join in senior high school here graduated from junior high school here.
Yes.
But for non-seminarian student who wants to be seminarians, they must join kelas gabungan for 1 year. Kelas gabungan is a preparatory class in which all students from non-seminary school they were prepared to study here as seminarians. They stayed here for 1 year, and totally they try to learn about the regulation, the daily life, about the seminarians, and sometimes they learn about the doctrines, etc. And from our history here, the last generation who were the part of kelas gabungan is in 1987, I think. 1987, I think. Because at 1987, Seminari Gabungan in Labuan Bajo was established. Okay. So the students, the non-seminarian students who wants to be seminarians, who wants to become priest, they could study in Labuan Bajo.
And Father, I have a question also about it's about the kelas gabungan, and it's a little bit weird. Why Seminari Kisol didn't accept female students, Father?
The reason is about the tradition of the seminary. Okay, because seminary in the past just accommodated the male students, male seminarians, and until now we keep the tradition that we have. It doesn't mean we may make discrimination.
And last question, Father. What is your hope for the seminary in the future?
Okay. Seminary prepares everyone to be good people. So here, through many kinds of activities that we run here, includes learning process in class, extracurricular. We hope that all seminarians can grow in many aspects or in their life, in many aspects that we have here in this seminary. And we also prepare the students, the seminarians, to face the upcoming changes in the future. And I hope all seminarians can prepare themselves to run their daily life here in this seminary and to face the challenges in the future. And we start from here, we start from now.
This afternoon, we have talked much about the history of Seminari Pius Kisol with our honorable guest, Father Ferry. Thank you, Father, for the interview and the podcast today. Seminari Pius Kisol, with its rich experiences, create a magnificent history to produce and reborning great people, especially priests.
And then from the simplest question, we know many things about history of the seminary, such as why we call it Seminari Pius Kisol, because the true location is in Kambi, also about kelas gabungan and other. So it indicates many things happen into the seminar.
Father Ferry said before, he put his hope for our community, San Pio. He hopes many of seminarians can implement the 5 moral value and Christianity value in their daily life. And we must have same hope and always pray for it. So seminary can still holding their dreams to be the best for our land and to be the best for our nation, Indonesia. That's are all from us, guys, and
See you around in the next episode of Let's Talk About It.